Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Career Union. So I do have a success story with one of my clients and her mirror soul, which will be coming out probably, I'm going to guess, maybe by the end of next week. It's whenever she feels ready for it. I will tell you that when she was sharing with me the things that her mirror soul said to her and how divine and empowering and beautiful and deep they were. This was one of those sessions where I was just blown away, and it was so beautiful and it was so tender and so sweet, and I got the chills. So I look forward to sharing that with you when she's ready for me to share it with you. Today, I do actually want to just share a reminder for you. If you're listening and watching this, then I believe that you need to hear this message. If you have a desire for a relationship, a life together with your true love, your specific person, and it is truly like you can feel it in your, like deep down inside of you. Sometimes when it's a deep, like a truly deep, sacred love, and there's a feeling of intensity that comes with it, it's okay to have a very deep, profound love that's intense sometimes, but you also want to feel into it feeling neutral and natural and calm and peaceful and relaxing. And that when you're near each other, you guys feel like a safe haven to each other, even though in obviously in your experience, maybe you manifested the opposite of that, that the closer you guys got, then some form of separation would happen because either one or the two of you got in like your fear, not wanting to be abandoned, rejected, and all of that. Please remember that your consciousness and who you are is always just reflected back to you by your reality. Your person, again, we're talking about a deep soul connection, was already created to love you. You guys already chose each other. And now you are having the human experience where you go through whatever you need to go through to continuously let go of the past and choose the new story. Let go of the old, choose the new, let go of the old, choose the new. And you can do that through whatever technique resonates with you. But definitely make sure that if it resonates with you, then you obviously need to trust in it and stay consistent and loyal and faithful to yourself and to obviously the highest and best of your person and to your end. The fact is that we have the free will to choose whether we trust what's in our heart and soul of what was already created for us, which is already the life, the relationship with our person. So then we do whatever inner work. We ruminate, hopefully, on the new stuff. If we continue to ruminate on the old stuff, trying to keep this as simple as possible, then what happens is, you wake up in your life, and if you've been consistent in what you want and not what you don't want, then free will kind of ends. Like, of course, you're making choices throughout the day, but whatever you're truly dominantly conscious of, and whatever you're trusting in and faithful in consistently, you're going to be inspired. And when you're inspired to just, you're living your life and you're inspired to just do things, whatever you're inspired to do, that impulse, that inspiration is either trust or doubt, love or fear, ego or God, if you want to really break it down in super simple terms. And when I talk about God, I mean infinite intelligence, the divine creator, the light, consciousness, whatever, the power that literally created literally everything. It's divine, it's inconceivable. We can't actually truly define it. We can know it, we can feel it, and we can get in union with it and agree with it and get in alignment with it. But it just is. And in your core, that's what you are too. And a lot of people call it the I am consciousness, call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It really, people get too caught up in like labels and words and semantics and stuff like that. In other words, what I'm trying to say is you have the free will to choose, but even then you're under the control of either your ego or God. So then you're inspired, and you're either inspired from love or fear. So if you are becoming really aware of yourself and your thoughts and the things that you're urged to say and do, you can be more in alignment with what you want and less of in alignment with what you don't want. It's very similar. Like yesterday, for example, I was watching YouTube yesterday and I paused. No, I didn't pause it. I muted it. So I didn't hear it anymore. And then I went and I was cooking dinner and dancing around in the kitchen, listening to music and stuff like that. But I left YouTube playing, and I usually don't do that. So later on, I came back, I switched it to Netflix because I wanted to watch a couple of my favorite episodes of my favorite series. I opened my YouTube app a little bit later, and I suddenly started getting all these weird suggestions of videos. And I'm like, I look in my history, and because it kept playing, now my entire personal, not my channel here, but my personal YouTube that I watch videos on, it was showing me a bunch of stuff because it that kept playing and I wasn't there to stop it and then erase it from my history. So the algorithm now thinks this is what she wants, so let's give her more of that. And it's exactly the same way with your reality. So instead of continuously ruminating on what you don't want, make a conscious effort and choice to let it go, forgive yourself, forgive your person, and stop ruminating on it. And if you're in a situation in the 3D, if you're not in contact with your person yet, because you guys are going to be together, obviously, don't keep watching for movement. Because just like with YouTube, if you keep watching for movement and seeking for evidence outside of you and proof for outside of you, you are the evidence. You are the proof. Your desire is the evidence and the proof. That's all you need to do is trust in that. But if you don't, and you continuously choose to be stubborn with this, and you have these habits, because a lot of times it is just a habit that you just need to break, then I'm seeking, I'm not trusting, I'm fearing, I'm worrying, right? As an example, then your reality, that's who you're conscious of being, that's who you are being. Then your reality just keeps going, oh, she wants more of this. So let's just keep giving her more of this, just with YouTube in this analogy. So instead, when you have the old story, so obviously you let go of the old story, you forgive, you forget, you choose the new story, you get super clear on every level, lots of value, lots of quality, closeness, trust, stability, security, harmony. What are the things you guys like to do together? That is where you stay. That's where you live in terms of the relationship with your person. Obviously, also get super clear of like your health and your security and money and other relationships in your life too, friends, family. How are you treated when you go out? How are you? So get clear on all of those levels. When you continuously have the old story come up, if you want, you can use some switch words just to kind of remind yourself. You can simply say things like you can say no, we love each other deeply. I'm the love of their life. They cherish and adore me. I love that they always, you know, fill in the blank. Or you can step back with awareness. What do I want? If you're becoming if you just became aware that you're ruminating on what you don't want, then you ask yourself, what do I want? Not this. And then you kind of go back into your end again, have a handful of affirmations, a little mantra that you can say to yourself. So when you consistently do this and you don't seek for proof anymore and you don't seek for evidence anymore, because now you know that if you are somebody who's seeking, it means you're not actually having. And it can be as simple as that. I'm not saying that the process of releasing the old story is going to be simple for everybody. Keep everything that I said in mind and trust that what you have in your heart and soul was planted there for a reason. That is your guidance system. Okay? So trust in it, but don't trust in your past. When you even hear yourself in your mind, but what if I don't think this is, but this, but that, those are areas where you're starting to waver So catch those things. And again, say something to switch into who you actually are. I also read something this morning this was a book. This was gifted to me, so I wanted to read page 62 of The Art of Peace. What I turned to was all life is a manifestation of the spirit, the manifestation of love. And the art of peace is the purest form of that principle. A warrior is charged with bringing a halt to all contention and strife. Universal love functions in many forms. Each manifestation should be allowed free expression. The art of peace is true democracy. Each and every master, regardless of the era of or place, heard the call and attained harmony with heaven and earth. There are many paths leading to the peak of Mount Fuji, but the goal is the same. There are many methods of reaching the top, and they all bring us to the heights. There's no need to battle with each other. We are all brothers and sisters who should walk the path together, hand in hand. Keep to your path, and nothing else will matter. When you lose your desire for things that do not matter, you will be free. Please affirm that you have received this message and you understand that the only proof that you actually need, you already have within. And trust me, when you allow yourself to trust in that and have faith in that consistently, when you transform from within, your reality will transform, but you have to let it. You have to allow it. This is not all on you. You don't have to do the heavy lifting. You just continue to be consistent and faithful, and everything that needs to be handled is being handled for you. You don't have to worry about this. You are not alone. I love you so much. Affirm that you have received this message down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.